To get started in Google Slides creating boards, we'll open up a new blank presentation. We won't be using a theme for this document. First, we'll want to remove all of the existing text boxes by clicking and dragging over all of them and selecting delete. And next, we'll want to resize this page. We'll go up to File and Page Setup. Under the drop-down menu, there is a custom option. This will allow us to type in the size that we're looking for. So we'll use 24 by 18 and apply. And this will reshape this slide, and also any new slides that we add to this deck will also come in this size. So to first set up our boards, we have to use guidelines. So we'll select View and Guides, and we'll be able to add both horizontal and vertical guides. To achieve our initial document that we showed in the introduction, we'll be adding 2 vertical lines and 2 horizontal lines. Great, so now that we have an idea of where we'd like to place our images and text, we can insert a text box by selecting the text box tool next to the select or cursor on our top bar. By selecting a text box, we'll be able to click and drag within PowerPoint and add in this area for a lot of our text. We can do this for the titles. Since we don't have that gutter feature that we did have in InDesign, we will want to be sure to drag these into the correct space. Now add images to our PowerPoint document. We'll select Insert, Image, and upload from computer. Once we have this image added, we can shape it into that frame that we've created with those grid lines. This can be done by simply placing the image within this frame or a part of it. It will already snap to that edge of the grid that we placed. Now we can drag and pull open the image to the exact size to fit in the frame. And once this is set up, if we double click inside of the image, we can basically crop to the area that we want to use. This is a good time to note that you might want to move around your image to get that exact area inside the frame that you're looking for. And then again, we can crop and it will snap to those grid lines. And you can select Enter when you're done. That should already have our image set up into that dedicated space. Now that we have these images set up, we can remove our grid lines by going back to View, Guides, and deselecting Show Guides. If we were to select that Clear Guides option, we would not be able to bring them back. So it is best to re-click on Show Guides, so then they will come back in the future if we want to check in with our original text placements. Now that this is done, we can select File and Print. This format might look different depending on whether you're using a Mac or Windows computer, but the best way to do this is to print to PDF. So from the drop-down menu, instead of selecting a printer option, we'll select Save as PDF. And we'll want to confirm that this is all in one page. It's okay if you have that secondary page, we can just select the first page only as our PDF and then save. It will prompt us to save to a certain place on our computer. I'll select our tutorials folder here, and it should be ready to go. There we have our board created in Google Slides. This can also be done in the PowerPoint Microsoft application.